Welcome everyone to Friday Night Fights. First time here on the Falcon cast here. So happy to be here. Friday Night Fights. It's one of those events that is different than what you would get from a regular TPL side, or well, in fact, really anything else that you get. So I'm really excited to be here as a streamer today, be able to share this content with you guys, and just be able to enjoy in the time a little bit, have a little fun with it. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna bring us out here to the match here a little bit. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the rules that we're kind of working with today. So Friday Night Fights, we're going to be formatting it as a best 2 out of 3 style tournament. This is going to be played in skirmish modes. And so it's going to be 20 versus 20. Winner, in order to win the tournament, you got to win 2 game modes, 2 matches here on skirmish, to be considered undefeated. The nodes aren't going to be killable. As of right now, we're sitting inside of this 10-minute grace period, waiting for other teams to go ahead and enter in, try to fill in. We got a couple more minutes until that is ready to go. But once the match period, the grace period is over, which will be here in about a minute, we'll go ahead and get the match started here. So hopefully we'll go ahead and get that going. So we're going to be playing 1 map for the duration of the tournament. Appears that map's going to be SME today. That's why we got to enjoy the wonderful SME intro that we have here on the Falcon, here at Falcon Studios. And side selection, that's essentially was determined by a coin toss that happened already. And so we've got a good number of people that are going to be fighting here, getting in. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are currently sitting as far as player counts go. Got our admin cam access here. Currently sitting at 16 and 21. So we got a few different guys here waiting to get on in here. We'll run around, just enjoy some of the fun of the pregame shenanigans. Like there's some forward garrisons here. Let's go ahead. We'll just jump right up, have some fun up there. Now, I'm not going to go out and say that I'm by no means a top player. So this next little few seconds could be interesting here as we get in, run around a little bit. Luckily for us, we're going to be using the admin cam today, not a frontline perspective here. All right, so it looks like we got TPL overlay still going on here. So let's go ahead and turn down that music. All right, here we go. PlayStation sounds active and going. Let's have some fun. Go see what friendlies we got going on over here. Filming some stuff earlier, brought down the brightness a little bit. So let's bump that sucker back up. You guys can enjoy the stream as well and not just look at a dark void. Yeah, so if anybody out there in the universe hears my voice, watching the stream, much appreciated. Any likes, any subscribes that you can give, it helps us out on the stream here to be able to get more and more tools from the YouTube overlords. Essentially, I have to reach certain subscriber counts in order to get access to some of the premium features, such as being able to play pre-match videos and whatnot, and not just have to build it all into my cast. So, with that being said, help me out. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. Greatly would appreciate it. All right, map was changed, so currently we are waiting. I'm going to redeploy here because we're technically supposed to be on the Allies side. Looks like we got SOB fighting against bad company today. based off of what we're looking at here on the respective sides. All right, so we're just gonna wait here, wait while this sorts itself out here. Wait for everybody to go ahead and jump on in here. Oh, looks like Dead Striker actually is going to be on that side. So I'll go ahead and flip it over here. We'll go on the German side. Keep it nice and easy, nice and organized here for everybody. So one thing fun about the skirmish mode is that it's really a concentrated battle over a midpoint, a single midpoint. Don't have to worry about trying to control different territory. Don't have to worry about trying to move in, flank around. Well, you're still going to be flanking around, but at the end of the day, it's like a kind of like a King of the Hill or a hard point for those of you guys interested in Call of Duty lingo. And so 1 point. Grid squares are a little bit smaller than you normally get in a warfare match. I believe they're 150 meters. Oh, looks like our map was changed again. All right, so we are working with what we got here. Okay, all right. So what I'm guessing is probably happening here is Bad's supposed to start out as the allies, so we did a double flip. Here before the match started, the pre-match timer on a previous match ended, which caused everybody to be flipped as they were filling into the area. So, guessing that's probably what happened. We're doing a double flip to start. All right, and look at that. There we are on the Allies side now. Let's go let everybody go ahead and get shuffled into their divisions. Don't want to randomly just create a squad that puts it all right in the middle of everybody. For anybody that could be wishing to jump sides or jump OPs and whatnot, want to try to keep it as simple and easy for them as we can. Should have given them all enough time to go ahead and get in. Currently, as it sits, looks like we've got 21 versus 17, so minus a streamer on both sides, 20 versus 16 here. Maybe Bad's going to get a couple more players here as we get started. But with that, we are live here. All right, so skirmish modes. As I was saying, let's see, it's about, I believe it's 150 meters to each of these sides. Let's go ahead and just take a quick peek here real fast. I go down. Go right along the road. Give a ping out here. There's the thing here. All right. Here. That looks like they might actually just be 100 meters. So, nonetheless, grid score is a little bit smaller here than you'd get in a normal warfare match. So we have the soft cap sector, though. Looks like we have initial supplies already falling down here as the respective teams line up. Now, another thing to note is that each team only will have one armor unit. And that one armor unit, the heaviest tank they'll be able to bring out is a medium. So we're talking medium Shermans and medium Panzer IVs here for each side. 25 seconds to wall drop here. The suspense is killing me here. All right, let's go ahead and let's take off audio. Don't want to see all that stuff pop up on the left side. Just want to enjoy the pure openness that is a blank screen here. Too bad I can't eliminate all of it for you guys, but I will try to do what I can throughout the course of it to give you some good, unadulterated viewpoints. Just to enjoy the beauty, which is this hella loose game. Some of these maps, I tell you, are just pretty phenomenal in what they're able to do. As the technology improves, it should only get better. All right, so wall drop. Okay, so it looks like Axis side, medium tank coming in the bottom side of soft cap here, going up the angled road here as the northern truck starts to put people out here. Pickle Rick driving his way on through. For the Allies looking to stop up there towards the area. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, did we get a truck stuck? That's causing all of these guys already to have to run. That is unfortunate for them. They got stuck right on the wall. I'm sure their driver's going to hear about that one. But little did they know, they walked right into the main board here of the Axis forces. Major total, just going for a leisurely trot down the road here. Looking to get an angle down the road at some of these guys that might be coming up. Now here on the cast side, we have the ability to see where all these little red dots are. But if you look at his perspective, it looks pretty quiet. So we'll use our advantage here. As Major Total looks to be holding down that road pretty well, preventing any guys from coming along the sides. The Axis force is taking very good footing here into the townhouses here on the west side of the hard cap sector. Who's gonna get it? Oh, Pickle Rick's fallen. Pickle Rick appears to have been the first casualty of this evening's Friday night fights here. It's Sergeant Durag. Major Total looking to hold that northern side here. Sergeant Durag moving on up. Looks like we've got a spawn off of something here. No, not a spawn, just some German government workers standing around the project here as they look to try to build up various rep stations and whatnot for their respective armor crews. Oh, Measy trying to explain to Girth here where in the world he needs to put his stuff down, but maybe Girth. Oh no, he was just placing a mine. Never mind. I thought we had a new hire situation here as Pickle Rick moves on, takes up Major Total. Pickle Rick gaining advantage here, or getting revenge here for his previous death. Looks like the Allies have marked a forward position, being called a team spawn here. Forward positions in this game mode rather than garrisons. But at this time, there's nothing quite there at the moment. There is an OP close to Pickle Rick, and that's most likely what Sergeant Dura was trying to locate. The initial cap here going to the Axis forces. General Merlin, though, not being dissuaded. Trying to hold down the church here with Rusty Banger and spins. We got some action going on here in the southern side. So Black Hat taking on, and Black Hat and Corporal Crispy able to eliminate the Germans that were running along the back hedgerows here. Let's see, where could we also be experiencing some battles here as M. Poppins able to see the supplies and gets them out as the Big Red One lies there just watching, bleeding out. But coming down the side lane here, we got some of his buddies looking to get a little bit of revenge on M. Poppins. Lance Corporal M. Poppins. Popping around the corner, get hits, man, actually, and he gets both of them. Look at that. Well, I guess a spoonful of sugar also helps the bullets go down. As Lance Corporal M. Poppins able to get some good shots with his Thompson here. Now, he's facing a pretty good little enemy now with that Panzer IV pulling up in. So rightly so, looks to move away here. As unblocked cross hurt those shots, looking to try to get back here and figure out what's going on in the back line here. Unblocked cross looking around here. Trying to find his way through the maze of walls that is around town center here in SME. Fire Dog, though, coming back for more. Looks like it may have eliminated. Nope, there's Lance Corporal and Poppins. Black Hat and Fire Dog on a collision course. Fire Dog able to get him out on that one. Trying to look around there, see if he can find that little elusive Merriam Lance Corporal and Poppins here. Zoom on back up to the north here where we see Staff Sergeant DeRaw taking out a couple of Johnny Rambo and Omizi. I think that's what that name was. I apologize, I didn't see it very clearly. DeRaw is hunting around for something back here. He knows they've got some type of spawn. It looks like that OP, though, was eliminated by one of them. So, slowly but surely, we're getting more and more bodies here for the Allies wrapping around. Should start to see some cap progress as a couple forward positions have already gone up. Pickle Rick, though, coming on back with that MP40, trying to get whatever foothold he can over keeping everything up back here on the backside. Pickle Rick gets some fire, but oh, Sergeant Gert takes out Pickle Rick. I see a little fragging, as they called it in Vietnam here. Sergeant Girth must not have been happy with some of the orders that were being given out. He takes some matters into his own hands there. But with that, Major Total, the only man on the backside now for the Allies. So it looks like SOB is holding on that southern side of Hardcap fairly well here as they still hold the point. But Bad definitely still in the area, potentially helping out here and getting some points here as they strive to get here into the hard cap. As far as Bad goes, only person in the hard cap at the moment is going to be Sergeant JB back here. Sergeant JB moving on up. Let's go ahead and take a look as he clears this house. Oh, getting an eyes on Copper. Oh, but Grizz from behind, hitting him in the back here. Takes him out, so Grizz helping out his buddy Royce Coins. Make sure he doesn't fall victim to the gun here. All right, Major Total and John Rambo. Rambo out again for first blood here and trying to get him. And he gets him. Major Total eliminated. Johnny Rambo. Make him say nobody makes me bleed my own blood. All right, so it looks like SOB's pretty content with holding along these houses here. Sergeant JB running around again, but definitely holding off on some good firing positions here inside the area. Big Red 1 here, watching the entire northern road here for any vehicles and things that could come down. Oh, excuse me, it's been a long week here at Falcon Studios. Fatigue already coming in here, and we only have started the first match. We're 9 minutes in here, boys and girls. Black Hat, though, eliminating the transport truck as Hitman Actual just stares on. Gets one shot on Black Hat. Crispy, though, hearing him as well. Hitman taken out from behind by Lieutenant Corporal Crispy. All right, so it looks like that's clearing up the southern side here for SOB. Or not SOB, Bad, because we're shooting from the Bad side. Forward position up for the Germans here, right in the middle hard cap. Not middle, but inside of the hard cap circle. So for those of you that might not be as familiar with Hell Let Loose, I'll go ahead and explain this here for our audience. This black circle right here signifies as a hard cap. So inside of the gray squares, anywhere in there, a player will be contributing cap pressure equal to at least 1 unit. But inside here, inside the hard cap sector, they actually, I believe, it either doubles or triples. The more and more people you have in the strong cap, the harder it is to gain a point or to take a point away from you. So the enemy has to do really well Ooh, excuse me. And not only clearing that mid-cap, soft cap sector here in the grays, but also making sure they clear out the hard cap black circle here. As SOB appears to be doing fairly well. Oh, looks like we're going to have our first tank engagement here as the medium tank moving on up. Panzer IV sitting right in front of it, though. Will the Panzer IV, how far will the Sherman poke out? Here's the tank here. Peeking around the corner here. Sergeant Snow and his crew getting the first shot on the Tiger on the Panzer IV. But Birdie was just a little too late with that, unfortunately, as he was looking to get behind that medium Sherman for the satchel play. But that's coming in big here for the Allied forces, as they were able to get behind that Panzer IV. Lance Corporal Mary Poppins at it again. Passion Sugar left and right here. Going up, Lance Corporal Mary Poppins here. And Poppins. Johnny Rambo and Omizi, SOB. Moving around here pretty open in the backside. There's most of the battles and action that we have is coming in from the north, as it looks like SOB is starting to lose a little bit of ground here as Bad slowly and surely weeds them out. Looks like Bad was able to eliminate the forward position that was up here at the top. So slowly but surely that noose is getting pushed around SOB here. Still holding cap pressure and control at the moment, but here over the next few minutes it'll be interesting to see how they respond, and if Bad's going to be able to come in and wrestle that point away from SOB. Bird Luger looking for a nice, comfortable spot to place this wonderful bouncing Betty AP mine that he's got. Finds a little spot behind the corner there. Corporal Crispy taking out Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick not having a good day, unfortunately. Seems like he is a very big victim of the caster curse this evening. Back up here to the north, we got Bung Holio, Rusty Banger, and Merlin here. Bung Holio looks like just got out of the way before he... Oh, no, Rusty Banger did get seen. Bung Julio, though, says, not with my flamethrower. Double kill for Bung Julio. That is not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen, with that flamethrower. I tell you, if it was me wielding that, I may have gotten the first guy. Probably not, though, unfortunately. Second guy would have sideswiped me faster than a T-Rex at Jurassic Park. First Lieutenant Gunny, though, going with the half-track example here. Sitting in the half-track here, blocking it out for the Axis forces, though. Axis starting to fall back, wondering what in the world's going on, but that half-track currently is on, so the engine is, that's not going to be allowed as a spawn point, even if Gunny was able to just stay right there on the backside, locking it out. So it is double locked at the moment with Gunny sitting back there. Looks like we have a new medium Panzer IV coming up here. PFC spins. Don't know if he hears him coming from behind here on the backside. Copper. Roy coins. Able to dodge. Lieutenant Gunny, though, hearing them make the sounds as they run around the corner here, but wisely not making himself known as he can stay in the back of the half-track, continue to lock it out. Although at this point, half-track again still is not... Ooh. Excuse me. Half-track still is not turned off. Bacon run coming in through, though, here for the Axis forces. No, it looks like it was by Commander First Lieutenant Gunny. Strafing right here. Trying to save this forward position here on the backside of the point. Copper, though, looking around. Sure, he hears it, but he doesn't quite know exactly where that's located. As he wisely moves away. Rusty Nail taken out by spins here. Gunny and Copper on a collision course. Gunny trying to peek around the corner here. Gunny here to the wall, just trying to figure out where Copper is. Copper moving away, though. Copper jumps to the wall, shooting Gunny though right on the backside as Copper takes out spins. Gunny, Gunny almost missed out on Copper here. Bungholio though, coming, unleashing his flamethrower again, takes out Gunny, thereby helping out the half track. Engine is still on though, so he's gonna need to jump in there and get that cleared out so they can get that spawn on there. As of right now, SOB still firmly in control of the hardcap sector. Like one little blueberry loading around here on the backside. Oh, right, looks like that medium Sherman's decided to try to make its way back up. Panther 4 currently on the backside here. So fun things about skirmish that you don't usually get in a warfare match is things are always just a little crazy. Caprogus appears to be coming in for bad here. As both tanks on a collision course, again landing the first shot. That medium's got the advantage here. Panther 4 misses its second shot. One more, he is done. And he is gone out of here. So 2 kills here for the tanks, as the Allies proving their dominance here very early when it comes to the tanking environment. 2 tank kills already to their name. Lance Corporal Mary Poppins, though, definitely making a name for himself here as he continues to mow down bad guys left and right. Unblock cross. Sergeant Jarrah. Both knowing there are bad guys in the area. Who will make the move first here? Unblock cross. Looks like he's getting an opening here. Turning the corner. At least sees one of them. Missing the shots though, and cross goes down. Sergeant Jarrah able to turn around and whip onto him with that Thompson. Oh, we have a second team kill. Major total, unfortunately. You were on stream for that one. Probably gonna hear about that one in the Discord when it's over. A little happy with that trigger finger there, Major Total. Crazy Major Total on a collision course. But looks like they both decide to just go on by and live to fight another day here. Grizz moving on up here into the building. Okay, so it looks like cap progress that Bad did have earlier is no longer there. We've got a bombing run coming in here for the Allied side. It looks like it will be clear of any garrisons here at the moment. Getting 1, let's see how many more gets. 2, 3, so bombing run taking out 3 guys here. See a good number of flamethrowers being loaded today here. As Sergeant Gott here also appears to be running that. Or, sorry, Sergeant Girth. All right, with 10 minutes to play here, pretty much, we have more cap progress being deleted here off the midpoint. It's bombing run. Return bombing run here for the Axis comes in, gets a number of guys along that northern edge. But say Bad got the advantage of the bombing runs there, as it appears it may have taken out a few more here. Corporal Rusty Banger spawns in off of forward position. Rusty Nail, though, looking to get himself a banger here. A wild banger in its natural habitat, able to eliminate him from behind. Rusty Nail moving around, does not see the forward position here, but knows that it's in the area as Rusty Nail uses his bloodhound nose, finds the forward position here. Able to get on top of it. Taking it out, Rusty Nail spawns in Sergeant Dura. Oh, Sergeant Dura is able to go ahead and find him there, but not before Rusty Nail eliminates that forward position here for the Allies. Alright, 9 minutes remaining here. PFC spins, looking just to try to get advantage into this area and try to set up his MG in hopes of helping his team get in. They only have 9 minutes left to control this sector. Otherwise, it will fall here to SOB in the first round matchup of this best 2 of 3 night. Rusty Banger looking to get on over the top there, but unblocked cross taking out Dura. Rusty Banger, though, finishing up Sergeant Girth as well. Slowly but surely, Axis forces are continuing to be wiped off of the board. Currently only having 2 OPs here in the hardcap sector. Alright, so we can see our Axis Panzer IV here. Do we have an allied medium Sherman here out? Yes, we do. Coming from the north, it looks like. Axis supplies fall on the backside. Unblocked cross. Eliminated by Rusty Banger. Rusty Banger, though, may have alerted all the enemy to his presence as they are swarming around here like bees. But it looks like he will avoid detection here for just a moment as Rusty Nail takes it up against Dura. Killing Dura. Major total, though. Next man up in the system, but Rusty Nail ends up fighting his way. And is killed by Rusty Banger here on the backside. I don't know why my brain thought that was a team kill for a second. Whew. All right. I know where I'm going to be heading after we're done with these matches tonight. Straight to bed, because my brain is not wanting to put the words together right. Pickle Rick, always looking around, trying to find his companion in crime, Mr. Morty. No doubt off on another adventure that Pickle Rick will not let him choose. Maybe, though, he gets lucky and he gets the choice of being able to make one of those adventures. For now, Pickle Rick appears to be the man in charge as Dura takes out him. Unblocked cross, getting the one, getting the second one, able to take both of them out. Unblocked cross, doing work here with the STG. As Rusty Banger tries to move back up here into the point. Now we're starting to see a good push here from Bad here on the backside as they work to try to clear out this church area. General Merlin coming in from the north. Rusty Nail looking, staring that way. Rusty Nail, though, deciding he's going to want to turn his back to him. Rusty Nail, though, looking around for a place to put his OP, and General Merlin does not see him. General Merlin just holding that position here as Rusty Nail gets that forward position up. Merlin dips right back behind the corner, though, before he's able to see Mr. Rusty Nail come on in. It's a shot. General Merlin, though, getting a shot. Rusty Nail, though, hitting him once. All right, so we got one hit here in General Merlin. Rusty Nail able to go ahead and eliminate him with the help of that higher rate of fire MP40, though. All right, so right now, bad moving in, clearing more and more bad guys. I had to say it, sorry. From the southern side. So before we know it, we should start seeing a little bit of cap progress coming in for bad here. See if they can finish it all out. I'm gonna put a W on that scoreboard here. There's JB able to eliminate the Axis player. It looks like the big red one was able to get a great shot into the side of this medium or half track here. Doesn't make sense though. Must have been somebody else. Maybe a satchel got placed on it here, as they would not have eliminated their own half track. That progress coming in though for bad, as we can start to see it tick up the way here a little bit. Now it looks like we don't necessarily have access to seeing exactly how much. We don't have a tracker bar here at the top, so we are left up to our own devices here and just need to keep on checking to see exactly where that is. The SOP responding very well off of that forward position in the map. Ooh. Looks like we've got another Panzer IV falling victim here to the Sherman tank from the backside. So this Sherman tank still just making themselves into an annoyance here, a pest here on the backside of the Allied part of the, or sorry, the Axis part of the strong cap. Birdluger though, looking around, seeing what damage he could possibly do. And he does have a satchel on that class, so it'll be interesting to see if that medium stops moving, if he's able to go ahead and get that on there. Looks like nearing about 25% of the way capped here for bad. With 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go. Now, there is going to be an overtime sector here. So as long as whatever team's losing the point, or is not holding the point, put it that way, they will be able to continue forward as long as they've got enough manpower / bodies in the point. Take a look, just moving on the ground, trying not to make any movements above the wall, as the tank did end up seeing him as he popped up, trying to take that hit. It's like cap favor going back in favor of SOB. Most likely fighting through a reinforce here as more Axis supplies come down. Airhead in tow to make sure that they secure the victory here, secure enough spawn points here for their guys to continue to get in. Where will the airhead land? South side of the main road here. Alright, airhead is now up. Respawning in about 25 seconds. Allied airhead also called in, it looks like, just to the north. But the Axis airhead coming in first will have the better position here to try to get people into this point and hold it up. Binger though, just looking around, trying to hold that angle here as Omizi moves on up. Medium Sherman though still causing problems back here. Unfortunately, the biggest problem that guy's had to face, well, never mind, scratch that. It appears that he was satcheled. I was just about to say, hardest problem that those Allied tank crews would have had to work with is that hostile light post that came out of nowhere and got it. But it appears that it was just trying to run away as Spins takes out a couple SOB players running on that wall. So 40 seconds remaining here in the first match. Looks like this first one will be going in the way of SOB. making a last-ditch attempt here to go ahead and kill as many guys as they can before the map flips here. 5, 4. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Very first match of the night. Looks like going in favor of SOB here. Let's see, where will it do the most good? Go ahead and get to General Merlin here on the first one. All right, now we're going to step away for just a moment here on the Falcon Cast and be right back to bring you live round 2 action. All right, and we are back ready for some round 2 action here. Now broadcasting still from the side of from Bad, but now on the German side. Let's see if they'll be able to use any advantage that SOB may have had there, or if SOB is going to dominate for the second round here. For those that are watching, here's your little reminder. Reach out over there, grab that cup, take a quick little drink. Make sure you stay hydrated. I tell you, as a streamer with a little bit of and with at least a couple matches under my belt, it is hard to sit and talk for 30 minutes straight, let alone an hour and a half on some of those longer matches without a little bit of hydration in the area. So make sure you are staying hydrated. And heck, it's a Friday night. Have a nice little dessert. Treat yourself. It was a long work week. You deserve it. All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming. 1 minute to wall drop here. Like the Panzer IV looking to go up to the north. Medium just coming out of the bottom HQ. The spawn HQ here for the respective teams. We'll go ahead and follow this transport truck up here. Actually, we're going to go up to the north side. That appears to be where the majority of the SOB forces are going to be coming in from. We will follow this truck and see what action we get right off the bat here. Hopefully we do not have a repeat on the bad side of a stuck truck right after the wall drop. That would not be ideal. All right, we are going. Pickle Rick, though, driving us on in. Oh, no! It's a hostile tree, bush, garden support here for the plants. Gives a little too, letting his teammates know, hey, I'm sorry about that one, boys. Navigating well through the various areas. Must have gotten pretty high scored, but man, Pickle Rick's having a hard time driving this truck around here. Sure, he's gonna love seeing this stream when it's all said and done. Nobody gonna give any hard times or anything from this perspective. All right, guys, starting to jump out here for SOB. Pickle Rick, though, jumping on in. We'll go ahead and get some guys back there into the point here. Like initial cap progress coming in favor of SOB here. Like no trucks got stuck this time for bad, so good on bad. It's a whole lot wrong with that sentence, it seems like, in my brain. But it appears a lot of our fighting might be over the southern side this time, as Bad looks to be pushing straight up the road here, trying to clear out all of the Axis forces here. Corporal Van, though, only man back here at the moment, eliminated. Must have had some type of grenade thrown his way, as he is now in many little pieces here. Sergeant Jim Rat, scoped rifle in hand. Take a look and see what he sees. Oh, he's got guys right below him taking a shot. Oh, he misses. He gets the shot here. Second shot here. Oh, misses barely over the top of the head. Bird Luger there with the reload. Fire Dog moving on in the background, but he does see them, so going back up into sights. Fire Dog gets Fire Dog. Bird Luger hanging around back there too. Lance Corporal Mary Poppins looking to try to repeat a little bit of the spoon feeding action he gave in the first one. Missing some shots, unfortunately, there as Luger gets away here. Lance Corporal Mary Poppins, though, going up in a big plume of smoke there. Medium Sherman Pierce of Austin powered himself here in the middle area. Not gonna lie, I've done that multiple times as well, friend. You are not the only one. Get out around the corner. Let's take a look and see. All right, so let's see. Where is that medium tank here for the Germans? Like it has already disappeared. Nope, there it is. Going around the back side here. Slowly pan out. Rusty Banger, though, regretting his decision to run right out in the middle of the road there as he sees that medium Sherman pulling on up. Supplies dropping as SOB now owns the entire hard cap here. Or sorry, not the entire hard cap, has owned the initial cap on the sector. So putting Bad in a really difficult situation here to try to have to get back up. 26 minutes, I mean, it's the majority of the match here, but they're going to need to do some pretty good work here to keep everybody moving on and try to get back up on top of this point. And again, we are fighting best 2 out of 3 with SOB currently owning the first game in the column here, so they have 1 win at the moment. If they get a second one, it'll be over here in 2 fights this evening. Johnny Rambo, though, coming around on the northern side. Hopefully does not get ran over by Mr. Freeze there. Swing on back down here as cap progress starts to come in here for Bad. Sergeant JB, though, pushing on in, trying to find what bad guy outpost he might be able to find here. Oh, Van taken out from the south side as Chopper or Rusty Nail appears to may have gotten him. Panzer IV hot in the action here, pushing on up, trying to find Medium Sherman's now on the road north of the church there. We can see it on the left side of our screen there, trying to fly away here. Barreled Scorpion around here. Panzer IV, though, cruising on up, trying to find whatever he can, though, taking it cautiously now. Looks like our tanks slowly are starting to ease into the battle here with each other. Now keep in mind, this tank crew in the previous match, I believe, went undefeated in the tank engagements. So this medium take here for the Allies, definitely going to be wanting to get some revenge here for their side. Looks like they land the first shot, force the Panzer IV to back up here. Putting up a smoke screen there, gets a shot on the medium. Is he going to be able to get around in time? Oh, looks like there's the second shot from the... Okay, so the second shot from the medium Sherman missed. Oh, but like that, Panzer IV going up in smoke here as the Allied tank emerges victorious from this battle. But Grizz, Pickle Rick, Johnny Rambo, Omizi not wanting to let him get away cleanly here as they're going to follow him out through this area. That is medium Sherman. Oh, excuse me. Again, Friday night, same team, my bad. Coming well to the support here of their friendly medium. Shows you subconsciously, even on the casting side, your brain gets focused in on teams being on certain sides. And, whew, takes a minute for it all to come back as a Rusty Banger coming in with a banger of a rocket there. Good work. Horror Show Fool trying to hide in the wreckage of this tank back in, or sorry, the truck in the backside here. As that medium Sherman now is gone up in smoke, has been eliminated from that competition here. Corporal Rusty Banger appears to have gotten a second rocket on him, either him or Black Hat. Go ahead and give them both a half a tackle for that one. Recon plane coming in for the Axis side. Trying to diagnose, see where all these guys are coming from. There's one forward position there off the backside. Two is all that's really supporting the Allies at the moment. There are a couple of these as well. Rusty Banger, though, falling victim to a bullet hurled his way here. Unblock Cross and Grizz holding their position very well. Unblock Cross running with the BAR here. As Spins lets open with his MG42. Grizz wisely ducking for cover here. Throwing a grenade, though. Let's see how close this grenade gets. Unfortunately, that is a live grenade on top. Unblock Cross. Move, move, move. No, unblock Cross. No. Oh, unfortunately for him, he was destroyed by a friendly grenade, unfortunately. Leaving the way here for Sergeant 5 Cap and the rest of his men to go ahead and get up here. Cap progress coming back in favor of Bad here, as now they are looking and they have pushed out a lot of the Allied forces from the middle of the hard cap. More rockets coming on in here. Here's the majority of our fight going on here in the southern area, so even though it's the same teams, it's fun to see how it has shifted around here. And whereas in the first match, a lot of our battles were going along the northern portion of the hard cap, soft cap sector. This time we are going along the southern side, so both teams wanted to shake it up just here a little bit, except Sergeant Girth back here, just hanging on out. Only man here in the northern section. As Axis supplies look to have fallen just behind the northern townhouse row. Like cap progress stalling out here for Bad at the moment. SOB looks to try to gain a little bit of an advantage back over the side here. Sergeant Jim Rat, though, looks like he's going to fall victim to that Axis bombing run. Hitting at least 2 guys that I saw, maybe possibly 3 off the early stages of that. And cap progress defense coming back into SOB's favor here. It's like an Axis supply truck able to sneak its way all the way back here. Commander Gunny able to get behind him, try to put some garrisons and forward positions up here. Sergeant Babs, though, staring him down. Nope, Sergeant Babs looking the other way. Not hearing that truck. Gunny and Hitman Actual. What gun does Hitman Actual have there? Looks like running with the shotgun. Good old trench gun there. Not gonna be able to do too much against that supply truck as Gunny is taken out here on the backside. This would be eliminating another Axis player from the north, top of that roof there. It's Commander Leitner trying to assess the map from the relative safety of his little bunker there. And the Corps trying to trot right down the middle road. Let's take a look. Looks like we could be on the way for another tank engagement. Yes. Sherman getting another hit onto the Panzer IV here. Panzer IV needs to break that line of sight as it takes a second hit here. One more and he's going to be done for. Oh, nuts. He is not going to get out of the way as it hits. Oh, he gets a lucky break there with it hitting the cart there. Will he get lucky twice in a row here? Oh, it takes another hit to the front armor. Something must have only hit the side or hit a track or something because that's 3 shots now that we've seen this guy take. Oh, Sherman misses here as they continue to back on out of here. Oh no. Keep going backwards. No, you're giving him broadside. Oh, and he sneaks away. Living to fight another day here. As the Panzer IV is able to sneak his way on out, retreating to safety, the relative safety of the back lines. All right, looks like cap progress coming in here for the Allies, or the Axis forces. But this Sherman not giving up on this Tiger, or on this, on this Panzer IV. Panzer IV popping down the road. Whoa, did they see it? They didn't see it. We saw it. All right. So, Sherman going to go around again. We're going to keep it here for just a second as the Sherman might be moving its way into a position here to take out this Panzer IV again. Oh, the suspense. One crew out repairing their vehicle, the other one hunting, try to find him. Will they take a right turn down or a left turn here? As all 3 of them are currently out. Medium Sherman peeks the corner. Barrel is not there though. Oh, they're getting an angle on him. Will they get the shot? And they get the shot. Medium Sherman able to take out that Panzer IV. Fortunately, Panzer IV left themselves in a pretty vulnerable spot by holding right in the middle there of that road. All right, back to the infantry action here. Jim Rat, looks like ratting on the top of that chimney was his strategy coming into this. It's him and Sergeant Girth are currently in a prone standoff. Girth trying to be one with the lettuce plants. Or the tomato plants. I'm not a gardener. I'm sure somebody there in the comments will know a little bit better than I do. All right. So right now, as it currently stands, SOB still holding strong here on the hard cap. As of right now, very strong on the southern side here. As some of the German forces starting to fall inside of the building here. Spins laying it out with his MG again here. Let's take a look and see. Looks like Fire Dog might be the dog he's trying to put down there. Sergeant Girth hearing the MG, looking to move on up, slowly taking his time. Let's go ahead and take a look from his perspective as he looks to clear this road, clear this building. Oh, and he's taken out from the backside. Private First Class Spin's able to eliminate him. Our medium Sherman still not able to repair quite yet. Just trotting around the battlefield here. As we have a battle of the half tracks going on here in the backside. Commander first gunny though. Following in the half track here. Will he be able to get up and take out the half track? We shall see. Half track on half track battle. Something that only Friday night fights can bring here. Both commanders electing to use a lot of the half tracks today. Definitely seeing a lot more than we normally see in some of these matches. Now, one interesting thing about the skirmish mode is that even the commander has a cooldown on how many forward positions they can put down. Once they put it down, they have to wait like a minute and a half to be able to put another one up, which is kind of interesting, actually. People that invested a lot more time than I have into that definitely made the decision there. Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but other people made that decision. I just play. I just play the game. I just have fun with it. All right. So infantry action still holding strong here for SOB. Fire Dog looks around, trying to find some bad guys to shoot. Shots ringing out though. It looks like Birdluger was able to get around, take out Corporal Van and Sergeant JB here. Gonna step on up and eliminate this forward position, get some extra points for himself here. But first, oh, Birdluger, it's right there, buddy. It's right there. You were so close. Birdluger leaving the points unselfishly for another teammate to come on in and get those for him. It's a man of the people here, making sure that all the points are spread around evenly. General Merlin, though, keep an eye on this medium Sherman here on the southern side that appears now to be fully repaired. So the first match, Bad seems like they had the advantage of the hard cap, or of the armor. But in this case, it looks like SOB able to storm on back here because I don't think this medium Sherman hasn't been killed yet. So 12 minutes left. SOB still holding on to the victory as of right now. If they can hold out for another 12 minutes, it will be theirs. As the Axis half-track here on the southern side continues to move around. Johnny Rambo, though, taking out Almizi, though, able to eliminate Corporal Van. Dura getting some shots on him, though, still not down as Almizi and Dura both most likely have shots in them. As Dura is able to get around, get this last final shot here on Almizi. Gonna go back up into the attics for some repairs, get some bandages on those bleeding wounds. And therefore appears to have made its way here into the middle area. It's like first shot there. All right, and the Bad tank finally able to get back into the column here, taking out that medium for the Allies. Putting another shell into him just to say, hey, I did that. That was me. Gunshot we heard right there appears to have been Dura taking out an enemy. As Corporal Mary Poppins marking on the back here. Birdluger, though, unfortunately, Birdluger, turn around. Birdluger again. Nuts, bad guys on your back. Birdluger, though. We're going to keep it here. I've got a feeling Birdluger's got something good coming up, so we want to make sure we give him some screen time here. Mr. Rock coming over the wall, though. Birdluger, unfortunately. Dura says, I'm going to kill that one bird with a couple stones here. Able to take him out. Bombing run coming in for the Axis forces. I tell you, these tanks just move too quickly these days. Put that sucker in fourth gear, you are cruising. Looks like we have an airhead coming in here for Bad. Trying to shore up, get some guys on the point here as we now are under 10 minutes. 90% of the way capped here. 4 bad. Can they pull it out? Can they keep them in line here? Eagerly we wait to find out. Now keep in mind, this bombing run combo and airhead combo could be in the back pocket still of the Allied commander. Looks like reinforce is down. Cap progress back, tilting in favor of SOB here as it continues to drop. More and more bodies from bad flooding the point here. If they can push through and hold that reinforce, though, might give them just enough advantage to get as many guys back here into the point as they can. Got shots coming out. Panzer IV, though, here on the southern side, looking to try to help out his buddies here as they try to get that final cap. But unfortunately, Big Red 1 comes on back and says, nope, Panzer, this is my town, my area. Don't want you taking that from my boys. We worked so hard to hold it here for 20 minutes. Reinforced, still down. So the airhead now for the Axis is now falling. Allied airhead spawning on the left side. So both teams about to have some airheads here. Pickle Rick and Grizz look like they could be in the area of being able to try to catch that airhead as it comes down. Try to defend it, make sure nobody falls off. Nobody comes and destroys it, I mean. Could give SOB the advantage they need to go ahead and continue holding this point. Airhead is now down here. All right, so looks like Axis Airhead is eliminated here. That push now dissolved pretty much for bad. Allied Airhead still floating around here in the backside, right here. As Commander Leitner comes off the backside. Bombing run looks like coming in here for the Axis side. Fortunately, gonna ride just a little too late. Gonna take a good number of guys with it, though. Roy Coin's able to somehow survive down there in the chaos that is the bombing run. Just hit in a nice little corner. Wasn't covered by anything on the top. Just had a nice little corner that shielded him from the blast of those bombs. Bad not wanting to give it up yet. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Out progress about 50-50 right now, both sides. Just going to be pushing on into the hard cap here as the medium tank for the Allies has made its way back up into the fight here. All right, cap progress still going back in favor of SOB. No more bombing runs will be available here for the Allies. Or the Axis, maybe the Allies, maybe they'll get one just about a minute left. For the Axis right now, their bombing run came through just a minute ago. Unfortunately, only took a few guys out. I don't believe it took out any forward positions or whatnot. This tank being surrounded here by plenty of Axis forces, but as of right now, none of them carrying AT rockets to be able to deal with it. I always like to call out on these streams, those rockets definitely help out a lot, especially the Panzerschreck, because that can do a lot of damage to all different sides of the medium Sherman. Giving the Axis a pretty strong AT advantage here. So for all you little boys and girls at home, make sure those rockets are in your pocket. Had there been some rockets, this tank might have been eliminated already. Looks like Big Red 1 took out the Panzer IV earlier. Looks like our Tiger tank, though. Or not Tiger, goodness. I'm used to calling out Tigers in these things. Panzer IV hits the brakes real hard and fast. leaving the medium Sherman just sitting there, not aware of what's about to come. Gets one hit into it. Totally injures him. He is dead in the water, just waiting for the next mercy shot from that Panzer IV, which comes in the fiery flame of death. All right, Cal progress looks like tilting back, going a little bit back in favor here of Bad here. 4 minutes left as Lance Corporal Mary Poppins takes out Girth. Unblock Cross takes out Lance Corporal Mary Poppins. Precision strike coming in. Does not appear that it hit its target as that Panzer IV still is up. Four minutes remaining. Cap progress still tilting back in favor of Bad as they are starting to move in and hold more and more of this hard cap sector. All right, just over 3 minutes left here. Cap progress still coming in favor of Bad. Nope, ticking back in favor. I wish there was a better little graphic here for us to be able to see this. But alas, we just kind of have to deal with that we have there. Big spawn wave off the forward position to the south here for the Allies. And Poppins eliminated by Grizz. Lightner looking around though, making sure there's no other bad guys in the area. Alright, Bad is most likely going to have to start throwing a Hail Mary play here, trying to get something back into the hard cap. As every single Blueberry needs to get into that hard cap sector to give them any shot at trying to push it back in their favor. As of right now, SOB still holding on tightly to that. Big spawn wave SOB off the left side garrison here. Was not locked out. No bad guys in the area. Or no friendly ally Axis guys in the area to go ahead and land. Hold on to that. Alright, no cap progress still coming in here. Black Hat eliminated though. Commander Gunny trying to get as many of his guys to get back up into this hard cap as they can. No Blueberry left behind here as the Panzer IV looks to just come in and shred a few ally guys to look to try to get up and take advantage of it. As of right now, medium Sherman coming out on the road down to the south here. A mark just got thrown up here by Dara as the tank dances around the corpses of its fallen comrades, but stopped by a hostile light post. Strafing run coming on in. Does not look like it was able to get anybody as the majority of them appeared to be in the middle of the road there, not on the backside of the townhouses where that was sent. Oh, but the Panzer IV goes up in smoke. It's like the victim of a satchel. Surprising with so many guys that were around it, unfortunately for them. Not enough to go ahead and hold it. Now, there is overtime here. So if Bad can start just winning all of their battles here, they might be able to get enough to continue to let it swing back in their favor here. But as it currently stands, SOB looking to land their second victory, taking it 2-0 here in this best-of-3 skirmish battle here on Friday night. All right, and with that, here's the inaugural cast here of the Falcon Studios broadcast here of Friday Night Fights is over with SOB winning both of our games that we played this evening. Go ahead and give First Lieutenant Gunny a good old badge there, commendation. Good work on the supplies there, getting everything up. But again, I appreciate you guys all too for tuning in tonight. My name is Night Falcon. Please give a like, a subscribe if you can. It helps me out greatly as we try to continue to grow the channel. Share as much of this love for this video game that we all have for it. And so with that, appreciate everybody coming in and joining us. And you have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night, day, whatever it may be. But we'll have to see you next time that we are on